So before we begin, I do want to say that I was actually going to quit this series, uh, but then I decided not to because I realized, wait, actually, I could still complete the series if I cut down the video length, and sort of almost pump them out. So that's why I've cut it down from. It was before 5 races, now it's 4 races, now it's 2 races, and I'm gonna be more concise about how I talk. And hopefully that should work for the last 16 episodes. So yeah, so this video is about the Minibeast, which is also called something else in Europe and Australia, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have to put that on screen or something, look it up. As you may know, this is a competitive acceptable kart. It's one of the best karts in the game because it has that high speed and drift and mini turbo etc stats, like high tier vehicles like the Wild Wing and the bikes like the Flame Runner and etc. But this one specifically has a lower weight stat because it's a lightweight vehicle, and that is what makes it sort of worse than a lot of the others, especially for competitive games. Now, I had some pretty janky stuff happening when I played earlier today, which you might see in the footage. Some weird things happening, but then again, that could be because I play bad, or it could be because my controller was actually bugging out, like, or it could just be the vehicle's jank. I don't know. But no, if you look at this, compare different vehicles, Nintendo mostly in Mario Kart Wii they had like 6 different vehicles with different stats, and then they sort of had an equivalent. So I think this is quite clear. So like the Bullet Bike is basically an equivalent to the Minibeast, but one's an inside drift bike and one's a kart, right? And both middleweights and heavyweights have that sort of high speed, high drift, low acceleration off-road vehicles. I mean, middleweight it's the Wild Wing, and then heavyweight it's the Flame Flyer, right? So yeah, Nintendo, when they made this game, they definitely were thinking about sort of equivalents for different weight classes, for different vehicle types, etc. Which is actually really interesting because it allows you to compare different vehicles. But yeah, they definitely made it so that high speed, high weight, high drift is key for everything, and the rest of the stats don't really matter that much. Either way, this kart is very good. As I say, it's probably like probably top 3 karts in the game if we're thinking competitively. It's not one of my favourites, but it's definitely good. And yeah, I guess the last thing I have to say is it has a pretty interesting design. It kind of like moves around, which is quite an interesting thing that not a lot of other vehicles do in the game. It's certainly something unique, and yeah, it's kind of just decent. I've got nothing really else to say, and yeah, that's kind of it.